Sergio Perez is plotting the greatest F1 comeback since Michael Schumacher returned from retirement.
It's been a very special day. There's been a lot of discussion. This is going to be my last Monza race that I'm going to retire from racing.
Except this time, it involves General Motors, $450 million in backing, and a revenge tour that could redefine what it means to be discarded by Red Bull. 6 months ago, Checo was getting the boot from Red Bull despite having a contract through 2026. Today, he's reportedly in advanced talks with Cadillac for their 2026 debut, while his replacement, Liam Lawson, lasted exactly 2 races before getting demoted.
As we digest the news, and it's big news that Sergio Perez is out at Red Bull and Liam Lawson has been confirmed this morning as Max Verstappen's teammate.
Even Mario Andretti is out here saying Lawson is making Checo look very, very good. This is the story of how F1's newest team is about to sign its biggest statement driver, why Carlos Slim might be bankrolling the ultimate Mexican motorsport revenge story, and how Perez could go from Red Bull reject to Cadillac leader. The rumor mill has gone from whispers to full-blown confirmation mode. Multiple sources are reporting that Perez is in advanced talks with Cadillac, with Automotor und Sport, the German outlet that basically never gets F1 transfers wrong, claiming the deal is essentially done. Here's where it gets spicy. Perez's new management team, led by former A1 Grand Prix driver Khalil Bashir, has been working the paddock for 7 months. That's not casual interest, that's strategic career rehabilitation with military precision. Cadillac team principal Graham Loudon confirmed they're talking to 7 or 8 drivers altogether.
We are either planning or have spoken to probably 7 or 8 drivers.
But here's the kicker. Sources say Perez's representatives were in Miami during the Cadillac launch event, even though Checo himself wasn't there. That's next-level negotiation strategy. Send the deal makers while keeping the star player out of the spotlight. But here's the most telling detail. Mexican businessman Carlos Slim is reportedly involved in the deal. When one of the richest men in the world backs your F1 comeback, you know there is a high chance of getting the seat. This isn't just about Perez driving, it's about creating a Mexican motorsport empire with American backing. And the timing couldn't be more perfect because Red Bull's decision-making is looking worse by the day. Let's talk about the most satisfying I told you so moment in recent F1 history. Red Bull dropped Perez, despite having him under contract through 2026, claiming they needed fresh blood. Enter Liam Lawson, who lasted exactly 2 races before getting demoted back to Racing Bulls. The vindication is so complete, it's almost comedic. Mario Andretti literally said, Lawson is making Checo look very, very good. Even funnier, Yuki Tsunoda replaced Lawson and hasn't scored points since Emilia-Romagna GP. Meanwhile, Max Verstappen is 69 points behind championship leader Oscar Piastri. The entire Red Bull operation is struggling, making Perez's departure look less like natural evolution and more like scapegoating gone wrong. Perez recently told F1.com that Red Bull treated him very badly. And honestly, who can blame him for feeling that way? The man delivered Red Bull's first 1-2 championship finish in 2023, helped them win constructors' titles, and got tossed aside the moment things got difficult. The psychological element here is crucial. Perez isn't just looking for any F1 seat. He wants the right project that motivates him fully, and where the team appreciates his career and experience. Red Bull's loss is about to become Cadillac's massive gain, and the karmic justice is absolutely beautiful to watch unfold. But why is Cadillac so perfect for Perez? The answer involves strategy, money, and a very smart approach to F1. Cadillac and Perez are a motorsport dream team. Cadillac needs a driver with proven F1 experience, sharp technical feedback, and the ability to handle tricky cars. Qualities Perez has shown since his Force India days. Perez needs a platform where he can lead without living in Verstappen's shadow. Cadillac's setup is unique. Headquarters in Indianapolis, operations at Silverstone, and engine development in North Carolina. Perez's 14 years in F1 give him the cultural fluency to thrive in such a global operation. The plan starts with Ferrari engines before Cadillac launches its own power unit in 2029, letting Perez help build the team's foundation now and guide them into their works era later. With General Motors investing $450 million, they want results fast. Perez's skill at extracting performance from midfield machinery could be the difference between backmarker struggles and competitive respectability. Add his status as a Mexican superstar in an American team, plus potential backing from Carlos Slim, and the commercial upside across North and Latin America is undeniable. Speaking of markets, let's talk about how this move could reshape F1's entire landscape. Perez to Cadillac isn't just a driver signing, it's a statement of intent that could reshape F1's competitive landscape. If Cadillac secures their top target this early, it instantly changes how the paddock views them. Instead of a typical rookie outfit expected to linger at the back, they'd be seen as a serious, well-funded operation capable of attracting proven talent. Pair him with a rumored teammate like Valtteri Bottas, and suddenly, this new team looks like it belongs in the midfield fight from day one. For established teams, especially Alpine, the optics are brutal. If Perez chooses Cadillac over a French manufacturer with decades of history, it signals that the American project offers a more attractive future. The timing makes it even more critical. 2026's new technical regulations will reset the pecking order, and having Perez's feedback during car development could be the difference between years of struggle and immediate competitiveness. There's also a bigger ripple effect. If Perez thrives at Cadillac, it would prove that excellence isn't exclusive to Red Bull's high-pressure ecosystem. Other drivers stuck in supporting roles at top teams might start looking toward ambitious new projects instead of settling for number 2 status. And from a commercial standpoint, the upside is enormous. A Mexican superstar leading an American team is the perfect narrative for Liberty Media to expand F1's footprint across Latin America, especially with Carlos Slim's potential backing. But here's where the story gets even better: the teammate situation. While Perez grabs the headlines, Cadillac's second seat might be the real window into their 2026 priorities. The leading contenders are Valtteri Bottas or Zhou Guanyu. Each bring a different edge. Bottas is the performance pick. As Mercedes' reserve, he knows the 2026 power unit inside out, offering technical insight that would perfectly complement Perez's driving style. Together, they'd form an ideal new team starter kit. One extracting pace from tough cars, the other optimizing the technical package, offers a different value. The Schumacher name is still one of the most powerful brands in motorsport. He brings instant German market appeal, plus a redemption narrative that fans could rally behind. Zhou Guanyu is the wild card, combining race experience with access to the massive Chinese market, a valuable asset for General Motors' global ambitions. Cadillac's decision will speak volumes. Bottas means technical focus. Schumacher signals brand growth. Zhou points to global market expansion. Either way, the choice will shape both their image and their future competitiveness. But there's one factor that could make or break this entire plan. Cadillac clearly wants American drivers, just not in 2026. Despite pressure from Liberty Media, GM Marketing, and US fans, they're wisely taking the long view. As Graham Loudon put it, it's got to be on merit. This is a world championship. They're aiming for Americans who can win, not token signings destined to struggle. The US pipeline is promising. Colton Herta in IndyCar, Jack Crawford in F2, and others in Junior Series. But none are ready for the spotlight of launching a brand new F1 team. Cadillac's plan is to start with proven names like Perez and Bottas, build a competitive car and strong culture, then bring in American talent once they can genuinely deliver. The commercial pull is real. General Motors didn't spend nearly $500 million to run a European lineup forever, but they also know short-sighted decisions don't win championships. Perez is the perfect bridge. North American appeal, proven skill, and a link between F1's traditional base and Cadillac's target markets. If all goes to plan, expect American representation by 2027 to 2028, when the team is ready to give US drivers a real shot at success. Patience now means a better chance at glory later. So, when will we know for sure? The timeline is getting very specific. Multiple sources point to the same timeline. Expect Perez's Cadillac signing to be announced shortly after the Hungarian Grand Prix in early August. That's not random timing. It's strategic communication planning. August represents the perfect announcement window. Halfway through the 2025 season, right before the summer break, maximum media attention with minimal competition from race weekends. It's when F1 fans are hungry for news and teams are planning their 2026 strategies. The Hungarian GP timing makes sense for another reason. It's the last race before summer break, meaning Cadillac can dominate the silly season headlines while other teams are on vacation. Smart PR moves like this suggest they understand F1's media ecosystem. Here's what we know about the process. Perez has given himself 6 months to decide his future, which takes us to late July to early August. Cadillac wanted to move quickly once they received official approval in March, and they're reportedly ready to make their first major signing. The delay tactics make sense too. Perez wants to see how 2025 develops. What if a top team suddenly has a seat available due to poor performance or unexpected retirements? But all signs point to Cadillac being his preferred choice. Industry insiders suggest the deal structure is already agreed. Multi-year contract? Likely 3 years. Significant financial package with Carlos Slim's backing and leadership role in building the team's culture and processes. The announcement will probably be a major media event, possibly at Cadillac's Indianapolis headquarters or during a high-profile American racing weekend. This isn't just a driver signing, it's launching America's latest F1 dream. So, here's my verdict on whether this dream transfer actually happens. Will Sergio Perez drive for Cadillac in 2026? All evidence points to yes. The timeline matches, the motivation aligns, the financial backing exists, and the strategic logic is flawless. This isn't wishful thinking, it's advanced negotiations reaching conclusion. Perez gets his redemption arc with a team that values his experience over raw speed. Cadillac gets proven F1 expertise to avoid new team disasters. General Motors gets a marketable star for North American expansion. Carlos Slim gets to fund Mexican motorsport excellence. Everyone wins. The Red Bull vindication makes this even sweeter. They discarded a driver who could deliver exactly what Cadillac needs: leadership, technical feedback, and the ability to extract performance from challenging machinery. Expect the announcement in August, probably paired with Bottas as teammate, and watch F1's newest team make an immediate statement. This isn't just about 2026, it's about establishing Cadillac as a serious long-term player in Formula One. The ultimate irony, Red Bull's fresh blood strategy backfired so spectacularly that their discarded driver is about to become the face of American F1 ambitions. That's not just good business, that's poetic justice. Sergio Perez's Cadillac move represents everything exciting about F1's future. New teams, veteran comebacks, American ambitions, and the beautiful chaos of the transfer market. It's a story of redemption, strategy, and why patience sometimes beats panic. What do you think? Is Perez the perfect choice for Cadillac, or should they gamble on younger talent? Will this signing make Cadillac immediately competitive, or are we setting unrealistic expectations? Drop your predictions below. Smash that like button if you want to see Checo get his revenge tour. Subscribe for more transfer drama. And remember, in F1, being discarded by one team just means you're about to become another team's secret weapon.